They're attacking the sacred sakura! Stop them!
Stop right there! Yield!
Embrace the ice! Gears of the storm!
Justice will prevail! Flee!
Whirling snow! Wow, there are so many of them! No wonder the Tenryou Commission needed help! Come on, Traveler, you can take them!
Drop your weapons!
My apologies! We'll see about...
Yield! Torn to oblivion!
Shogun? Wait, no! Could also be A!
Oh, it's you two. It has been a long time. We have not seen...
Okay, sounds more like A. It is you, right? You sure made short work of them! That was amazing!
I'm making early preparations for what is to come. Last time we took a walk around Inazuma together, I witnessed the way the world is today. I was finally able to comprehend some things that I had never understood in the past. Since then,
Makes sense.
Might I remind you that Recently, I have observed a number of changes in the external world from the plane of Euthymia. The most serious of these being the attack on the sacred Sakura by numerous rift hounds. I considered this matter worthy of my attention, so I pursued them, and they led me here. If the Shogun rather than I were...
What?
Precisely. According to the rules I designed for her, matters of this nature are to be delegated to the Tri-Commission. But rift hounds attacking the sacred Sakura... It brings back bad memories of that terrible disaster.
A disaster?
Yes. Everything was engulfed in a The monsters committed many atrocities. Their duty was to tear open a passage through space with their claws and teeth, and then call in even more powerful beasts. That's an episode of history that I am loath to recall. but an excess of caution.
Guess you can't argue.
Since we are both here for the same reason, let us work together. From the traces they've left in the surrounding area, there should be...
Paimon feels so safe when we're in A's company. Having someone who... Oh yeah, after we've dealt with the monsters, we should ask her to tell us more about Conria. This color! It's similar to the color when the sacred Sakura takes damage! Let's follow it. It should be this way.
Snow! Drop your weapons! Do your worst! Yeah! Take... Kamisato art! Sumetsu! We ought to end this. Hear my prayer! Flee! Do your worst!
Dare to mess with me?
My apologies!
Yeah.
I have dishonored our clan.
Rats.
Yield!
Truth repeats its course.
Stop right there!
There's still out there. Wretched dastard! Dare to mess with... no sense. Time didn't stop for me.
Remorseless. Flee! Take flight! Unthinkable! Final warning! So rude! My apologies! Yield! Sakura swirl! Whirling snow! Yeah! You asked for it! Stop right there! You had a choice! We shall prevail!
Too late for regrets.
My apologies!
Yeah!
Embrace the ice!
Tears of the storm.
Drop your weapons!
Yeah!
Whirling snow! Justice will prevail! Flee! Stop right there! Drop your weapons!
Yeah. Hit. Hit.
I hope you can find some use for these.
My apologies.
Do your worst! Stop right there! Ha! Tja!
We are lucky.
This stuff that's flowing out, is it sap or something? And how come it's glowing? Huh? What's this? Could they be? But why would they appear?
Let's search the area. Perhaps we will find out.
I can't go on like this. Not when the other troops are counting on me.
What happened here? Could you tell us?
Who are you? Run quick, while we will defend Inazuma until our dying breath. You beasts, every last trace of...
But look,
Not right now, but they'll be back. Look, get out of here. Now! There's no time left! The Almighty Shogun is gone. I don't know how long we can hold out for. But if we abandon our hope, then we've got nothing left at all.
Don't worry, I'm right here.
It's... the Shogun? You're back! Please, we beg you. You have to help us. You have to save Inazuma. Only the glow of your...
Calm down. The war you speak of is over.
Over.
Look around you. The grass grows green and lush, and a soft... There are no monsters. Nor is there anything else here that could threaten your life.
What? But how? Just moments ago, they were everywhere. I saw them tear my...
hey, calm down. Everything's fine.
I think I understand. Almighty Shogun, you saved Inazuma. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, thank you.
What's wrong with him?
He's gone.
Paimon can't even begin to understand what that was all about. But somehow, Paimon...
If I am not mistaken, the sacred sakura can absorb and purify the filth in the ley lines. After the Rift Hounds attacked, some of this filth leaked out through the cracks in the trunk and formed a physical entity. An entity, purified filth quickly dissipates and will be absorbed by the ley lines shortly afterwards.
So the memories of the ones that died are all appearing at this moment?
Yes. That soldier was one of the many thousands who made the ultimate sacrifice. What he was describing just now was precisely the disaster. Yes. Inazuma was facing many great crises at that time. Some were local in origin, while others came from the now fallen kingdom of Kanria. The disaster in Inazuma caused me great concern. But my friend, Kitsune Saiku, reassured me that I had nothing to worry about. She would I could tell that, although neither of us acknowledged it, we both knew that the road ahead would likely end in tragedy.
So, Inazuma was attacked at the same time as...
Indeed. Countless monsters I never had the chance to see her one last time. But even then, Inazuma...
Hey,
Yes, all my martial might was in vain. But after my clash with human ambition, I thought long and hard. Now I When I traveled around Inazuma with you, I caught a glimpse of how the nation has progressed over the centuries. A glimpse of human potential. Everything far exceeded my Moving forward inevitably invites further loss, but also new encounters. Just think of that soldier. Despite all the losses he had experienced, all those who sacrificed themselves back then gave their lives fighting for a future. But Perhaps as Inazuma's god, it is high time I honored their wishes. Warriors of the past, who spilled your blood on this land, your noble souls now rest in this earth. I will never forget you.
He's taking all this pretty hard.
Come on. Let's keep investigating the damage to the sacred Sakura.
As expected, there are a load of breakdowns here too!
Leave them to me. Shine down! Inazuma shines eternal! There is no escape! Shine down!
Huh? Something seems wrong with A.
Why would you ask that?
Well, usually you'd pull out your sword and swish! Vaporize them all in one go! No?
You are unduly concerned. I'm simply conserving my energy. Although I have some understanding of the situation already, it could take an unexpected... I must be prepared for anything. If there are more formidable monsters lying in wait in this area, I must make sure I have the strength to face them.
Ah, makes sense! Spoken like a seasoned shogun! The roots seem pretty badly damaged this time. We definitely need to tell the Yashiro Commission about this. Hey, the same light is leaking out again!
Furuyama? Is that you?
Almighty Shogun, what brings you back so soon? I thought you were off fighting a battle in a distant land.
Fighting a battle in a distant land? Sounds like this guy's talking about 500 years ago, too.
Allow me to introduce Furuyama. He is a tea master and a member of my retinue. Though blind, Furuyama is unparalleled in his ability to appraise tea.
Your Excellency, you shower me with praise undeserved. I have simply had the good fortune. It sounds like the Almighty Shogun has brought a guest. I'm afraid I'm unable to serve you any respectable refreshments on account of the current situation. But please, sit and rest. After all, it's quite a mess out there.
What should we do? Yeah.
I see. So, most of the residents in this neighborhood have already escaped. They wanted to take me with them, but it seemed rather pointless to me. So, I decided to stay. And now the Almighty Shogun is here, I have even less reason to run away. imagine if this was something that even the almighty Shogun was powerless to resolve. Where could I possibly run to then? People flee out of a desire, but me, I have no such thoughts, and I have no regrets. The almighty Shogun often speaks to me about her dreams over tea. Just listening to her stories, I've been blind for many years, but her vivid descriptions took me on a splendid journey to all the most beautiful places in Inazuma. Over time, I've come to understand her mindset. Quite the romantic at heart, a true dreamer. One thing she always says is, good things don't last forever. Everything changes, fades, disappears completely over the passage of time. And so, people must make the most of the life they have, seize the chance to enjoy it while it lasts, and have no regrets in the end. So you see, as bleak as things may be now, I have experienced countless wonderful things in life, and have no reason not to be satisfied.
Perhaps you are right.
It won't be long now before I have to say goodbye to the almighty Shogun for the last time. What a pity. I'll never get to see what Inazuma looks like after the almighty Shogun rebuilds it anew. But I suppose it doesn't matter. Everyone says that Inazuma has turned dark now, but to me, it went dark a long time ago. Once this catastrophe is over, life is sure to spring forth anew. But even if I survive... Oh, goodness me. The almighty Shogun comes to visit. One moment, I'll just... Really? But it's always been right by my side. Goodness gracious. I couldn't possibly have my guests fetch it themselves. That would be most...
Don't worry about it. Take a rest. We'll be back right away.
Almighty Shogun, you're not going too, are you? No. You're...
This place is complicated. It's quite unlike the tea house in your... Leave it to us.
But... Well, okay. I never thought I'd see the day that I need the almighty Shogun. I can't decide whether it's a final regret or a final...
Where should we go to find a tea set? Having a cup of tea isn't exactly the most urgent thing to do right now, but at the same time, this lovely old man from 500 years ago has been through so much, and it makes Paimon so sad.
I'm also feeling very nostalgic for his tea.
Oh, why don't we go to the Kamisato estate? There'll definitely be
It's the Traveler. And the almighty Shogun. How might I be of assistance, Your Excellency?
I wish to borrow a tea set from the Yashiro Commission.
Oh, sure. I'll fetch that for you right away. Please step into the courtyard and have a rest, almighty Shogun. Oh, and I'll inform my lord about your visit immediately. And the tea...
Be at ease. I'm not here to see Commissioner Kamisato.
No. I am your humble servant. I daren't think of my own convenience when the almighty Shogun graces me with her presence. I'll deal with it right away.
Well, it's not often we have the chance to chat. I'm sure you must have a lot of questions.
right. Paimon wanted to ask that too. The almighty Shogun that he described didn't sound
I seldom had the time to drink tea. So, in the vast majority of cases, he may well have had an inkling about the philosophy of life that he shared with us just now. That was Makoto's view on reality. She always saw things that way.
You and Makoto had pretty different views, huh?
Indeed we did. It was, in her eyes, the most precious things in this world were dreams. They are similar, but not identical. When you came charging into the plane of Euthymia, I saw human aspirations light up the sky far above in the form of countless stars. Now, it seems like she was right, while I took the wayward path.
Wow. There sure was a lot going on beneath the surface.
Makoto saw an ambition is Makoto was more concerned.
That's...
To put it simply, Makoto wasn't concerned about outcomes. I didn't understand at the time. I suppose what it comes down to is the definition of... Yes, it does. I always thought that she must have grasped some elusive... But in the last analysis, Makoto's philosophy was, on the surface at least, an elegantly simple one.
Do you feel you're starting to understand her better now?
You have already witnessed my previous views on eternity. But now, I know...
Almighty Shogun, I found a tea set. This one in particular should be fit for your Excellency's use.
It's quite beautiful.
You are too kind. A humble servant such as I does not deserve the gratitude of the Almighty Shogun.
It's all good, sir. She's actually pretty chill.
Let us return. We ought not keep Furuyama waiting.
Looking for a tea set himself, would he?
Or?
So we won't get to drink his tea? We didn't even have a chance to say goodbye.
The information held in the ley lines is complex and disorderly. The fact that we were able to meet him to begin with was a miracle of fate. Well, this chat... I've watched Furuyama brew tea on many occasions. I doubt I should have any major problems doing it myself. The tea is ready. So many thoughts were racing through my head as I was brewing it. I'm not sure how to explain it. You're right. I've been reminded of many people, too. Kitsune Saigu. Back at the Yashiro Commission, I kept the conversation reasonably light-hearted. But now, I'd like to broach a heavier topic. The events of 500 years ago.
She died in that disaster.
Yes. She went to... Unlike me, Makoto was no martial artist. Whenever similar crises had arisen in the past... But this time... The circumstances... Yes. It was too late. She had already... It was there that we bid each other a final farewell. I cried. Why did she go to Conria first, and not... It was there and then that I resolved to pursue eternity. As a testament...
That's...
When I returned to Inazuma, that's exactly what everyone back then told me as well. No one questioned it. And yet, its presence contrasted so starkly with the area as I remembered it. It seemed as if I was the only one to have noticed it appear suddenly out of thin air. In the end, I simply had to accept that it was a miraculous effect of Makoto's consciousness. With the help of the sacred Sakura's power, I was finally able to
This is all really hard to understand.
Yes. She had such a great love for this land, and for its people. In this respect, I still do not compare to her. I once told myself that I would never speak of these events again. Facing the fact that but even the tea that is most bitter to the tongue, once swallowed, leaves some sweetness in the throat. And it's time I came to terms with it all. Brother, you mean to say that he was somehow involved in the Conria disaster?
Based on what we've learned so far, it seems so, yeah.
I'm sorry. I wasn't there for the whole thing. And also, my mind was consumed entirely with the plight of Inazuma, and the fate of those closest to me. So, I am afraid I can't help you.
Oh, well, boy. Both of you have experienced great tragedy.
With this last cup of tea, let us honor the Thank you, Destiny.
We should go. Let's keep following the traces.
Very well. Based on my investigation so far, I believe this next pack of monsters should be the last.
Ad Astra. Thank you for Ad Astra.
Yield! Grant us your blessing! Sakura Swirl!
Have fun with this gift!
Do your worst!
Unthinkable!
Take flight!
So rude!
My apologies! Take flight! My apologies! Final warning!
Another test subject. Try! Fry!
Kamisato art! Sumetsu! Flee! Just a graze. Do your worst. My apologies.
Final warning! Do not attempt to resist!
Flee! Take flight!
We shall prevail! Hands where I can see them!
My apologies!
Stop right there!
Too late for regrets. Truth repeats its course.
Embrace the ice!
Justice will prevail!
Take flight! Yield! Flee!
Final warning!
So rude!
Drop your weapons!
Kamisato art! Sumetsu! Take flight! Do your work! Just a grip. Grant us your blessing!
You asked for it!
This can't be the end. My apologies! Whirling do your work!
We'll see about that.
Take flight! My apologies! Sakura swirl! Flee!
Dare to mess with me? Gears of the storm.
They're still out there. Worse. Whirling snow.